You're sleeping peacefully when suddenly a sharp, stabbing pain shoots through your calf muscle. Your leg seizes up, rigid and unforgiving. You bolt upright in bed, gasping, desperately trying to flex your foot and massage the knot that's turned your muscle into stone. If this scenario sounds familiar, you're far from alone. Nighttime leg cramps affect up to 60% of adults, with seniors experiencing them most frequently and severely. These nocturnal muscle spasms aren't just painful, they disrupt your sleep, leaving you exhausted and anxious about when the next attack might strike. Understanding why these cramps happen and what you can do to prevent them is essential for reclaiming restful nights and maintaining your quality of life. What exactly are nighttime leg cramps? Nighttime leg cramps, medically known as nocturnal leg cramps, are sudden, involuntary contractions of muscles in your legs, most commonly in the calf, though they can also affect your thighs or feet. Unlike a gentle muscle twitch, these cramps are intense and painful, lasting anywhere from a few seconds to several excruciating minutes. In some cases, the affected muscle remains tender for hours or even days afterward. These cramps differ from restless leg syndrome, which creates an uncomfortable urge to move your legs, but doesn't typically cause the same severe pain. They're also distinct from the leg cramps some people experience during exercise, as nighttime cramps strike when you're at rest, often in the early morning hours. For seniors, these episodes can be particularly troublesome. The pain can be severe enough to cause falls when you stumble out of bed, and chronic sleep disruption can lead to daytime fatigue, mood changes, and decreased cognitive function. Why seniors are more susceptible age brings wisdom and experience, but it also brings physiological changes that make nighttime leg cramps more common. Several age-related factors contribute to this increased susceptibility. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. This loss typically begins in our 30s and accelerates after age 60. Smaller, weaker muscles are more prone to cramping because they fatigue more easily and have less reserve capacity to handle stress. Additionally, the nerve cells that control our muscles begin to deteriorate with age, potentially causing miscommunication between the brain and muscles. Seniors also tend to be less physically active than younger adults, whether due to mobility issues, chronic conditions, or simply lifestyle changes. Muscles that aren't used regularly become shortened and tight, making them more susceptible to sudden spasms. Even something as simple as sitting for extended periods with your feet in a pointed position can shorten your calf muscles over time, setting the stage for nighttime cramps. Blood circulation naturally decreases with age as well. The arteries become less elastic, and blood flow to the extremities can slow down. This reduced circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your leg muscles, particularly when you're lying down at night with your legs at the same level as your heart. The critical role of hydration-dehydration stands as one of the primary culprits behind nighttime leg cramps, and seniors are particularly vulnerable to inadequate fluid intake. Many older adults experience a diminished sense of thirst, meaning they don't feel the urge to drink even when their bodies need fluids. Others intentionally limit fluid intake in the evening to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, inadvertently setting themselves up for muscle cramps. Water is absolutely essential for proper muscle function. Your muscles need adequate fluid to contract and relax smoothly. When you're dehydrated, the balance of electrolytes in your body, minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, becomes disrupted. These electrolytes are crucial for transmitting the electrical signals that tell your muscles when to contract and when to relax. Think of your muscles as sophisticated machines that require proper lubrication to function. Dehydration is like running that machine without oil. Parts start to stick, signals get crossed, and eventually, something seizes up. That something, in this case, is your calf muscle at 3 a.m. The challenge for seniors is finding the right balance, drinking enough water throughout the day to maintain proper hydration while not consuming excessive amounts right before bed. A good rule of thumb is to aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, with most of your fluid intake occurring in the morning and afternoon hours. If you take diuretic medications, water pills, for blood pressure or heart conditions, you may need to be even more mindful about hydration, as these medications increase fluid loss. Circulation. The lifeline to your leg muscles, poor circulation, is another major factor in nighttime leg cramps, particularly for seniors. Your circulatory system is responsible for delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles while removing metabolic waste products. When circulation is compromised, muscles don't receive what they need to function properly, and waste products can build up, triggering painful spasms. Several conditions common in older adults can impair circulation. Peripheral artery disease occurs when fatty deposits build up in the arteries, narrowing them and reducing blood flow to the limbs. Diabetes can damage blood vessels over time, and heart conditions may reduce the overall efficiency of your circulatory system. Even something as simple as sleeping in certain positions can temporarily restrict blood flow to your legs. When you lie down at night, gravity is no longer helping blood return from your legs to your heart. Your circulatory system must work harder to maintain proper flow. If you have existing circulation issues, this horizontal position can reduce the already diminished blood supply to your leg muscles, creating the perfect conditions for cramping. Temperature also affects circulation. Cold environments cause blood vessels to constrict, further reducing blood flow to your extremities. This is why many people experience more leg cramps during winter months or when sleeping in air-conditioned rooms with light blankets. The electrolyte connection, the relationship between electrolytes and muscle cramps, cannot be overstated. These minerals, particularly potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, are critical for muscle contraction and relaxation. They work together in a delicate balance, creating the electrical charges that allow your nerves to communicate with your muscles. Magnesium deficiency is especially common among seniors and strongly linked to muscle cramps. This mineral helps muscles relax after they contract. Without sufficient magnesium, your muscles may contract but struggle to release, resulting in those painful nighttime spasms. Many seniors don't get enough magnesium through their diets, and certain medications can deplete magnesium levels further. Potassium is another crucial player. It helps regulate fluid balance in your cells and is essential for proper muscle function. Low potassium levels, which can result from certain medications, chronic diarrhea, or inadequate dietary intake, can definitely trigger muscle cramps. Interestingly, too much potassium can also cause problems, which is why it's important to address deficiencies through diet rather than jumping straight to supplements. Calcium works closely with magnesium in muscle function, and sodium helps regulate fluid balance throughout your body. When any of these electrolytes fall out of balance, your risk of experiencing muscle cramps increases significantly. Medications that may be triggering your cramps: many seniors take multiple medications, and some of these drugs can contribute to nighttime leg cramps. Diuretics, commonly prescribed for high blood pressure or heart failure, increase urination and can deplete your body of potassium and magnesium. Statins, used to lower cholesterol, have been associated with muscle pain and cramping in some people. Long-acting beta agonists for asthma, certain osteoporosis medications, and even some blood pressure medications can increase cramp frequency. If you've recently started a new medication and noticed an increase in leg cramps, the two may be connected. However, never stop taking prescribed medications without consulting your doctor. Instead, discuss your symptoms with your healthcare provider, who may be able to adjust your dosage, suggest taking certain medications at different times of day, or recommend supplements to offset medication-related electrolyte losses. How to stop a cramp fast when it strikes despite your best prevention efforts. A leg cramp may still ambush you in the middle of the night. Knowing how to respond quickly can shorten the duration of pain and help you get back to sleep faster. The moment you feel a cramp coming on, immediately straighten the affected leg and flex your foot upward, pulling your toes toward your shin. This stretches the cramping muscle and often provides rapid relief. If you can safely stand up, do so. The act of putting weight on the cramped leg can help release the spasm. Walk around slowly for a minute or two once the worst pain subsides. Massage the affected muscle firmly, but not aggressively. Use long, stroking movements from the ankle up toward the knee to help stimulate blood flow. Applying heat can also help relax the contracted muscle. A heating pad, warm towel, or even a warm bath can provide relief. Some people find that alternating between heat and cold works best. Heat to relax the muscle initially, followed by cold to reduce any inflammation and residual pain. For immediate pain relief, consider keeping a tennis ball or foam roller next to your bed. You can press the cramped muscle against these tools for a deeper massage without straining your hands and arms. Long-term prevention strategies. Prevention is always better than treatment, and fortunately, you can take several effective steps to reduce the frequency and severity of nighttime leg cramps. Prioritize proper hydration. Make it a habit to drink water consistently throughout the day. Keep a water bottle visible as a reminder, and consider setting phone alarms to prompt regular sipping. Include hydrating foods in your diet. Fruits like watermelon and oranges, and vegetables like cucumbers and lettuce have high water content. Focus on circulation-boosting activities. Regular, gentle exercise improves overall circulation and keeps muscles strong and flexible. Walking is excellent for seniors, as are swimming and water aerobics, which provide resistance without stressing joints. Even chair exercises can make a significant difference. Try ankle circles, calf raises, holding onto a counter for balance, and gentle leg extensions while seated. Stretch before bed. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes to gentle calf and hamstring stretches before climbing into bed. Stand facing a wall with your hands pressed against it, step 1 foot back, and press that heel down while keeping your legs straight. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. Repeat 2 to 3 times per leg. You can also sit on the floor with legs extended and gently reach toward your toes. Optimize your sleeping environment. Keep your bedroom comfortably warm, as cold temperatures can trigger cramps. Choose blankets that aren't too heavy or tightly tucked, as pressure on your feet can force them into a pointed position that shortens your calf muscles. Some people find relief by sleeping with a pillow under their knees or between their legs, which promotes better circulation. Address nutritional needs. Eat a balanced diet rich in the key electrolytes. Good magnesium sources include almonds, spinach, black beans, and whole grains. Bananas, sweet potatoes, and avocados provide potassium. Dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods supply calcium. If you suspect a deficiency, ask your doctor about testing your electrolyte levels before starting supplements. Consider magnesium supplementation carefully. While some studies suggest magnesium supplements may help reduce cramp frequency, the evidence is mixed. If you and your doctor decide supplementation is appropriate, magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate tend to be better absorbed and cause fewer digestive issues than other forms. Start with a low dose taken in the evening and give it several weeks to see if it makes a difference. Review your medications. Schedule a comprehensive medication review with your doctor or pharmacist. Discuss any supplements or over-the-counter medications you're taking as well, as these can interact with prescription drugs or contribute to electrolyte imbalances. Wear supportive footwear during the day. Proper shoes support healthy posture and gait, which affects muscle function throughout your legs. Avoid high heels or completely flat shoes with no arch support. When to seek medical attention, while most nighttime leg cramps are benign, certain situations warrant medical evaluation. Consult your doctor if your cramps are extremely frequent, occurring nightly, severe enough to cause significant distress, or failing to respond to self-care measures. Seek attention if you notice muscle weakness, swelling, redness, or skin changes in the affected leg, as these could indicate a more serious underlying condition. Leg cramps accompanied by numbness, tingling that persists after the cramp subsides, or cramps that occur during walking but ease with rest might indicate peripheral artery disease or nerve compression requiring treatment. Similarly, if your cramps began after starting a new medication, notify your prescribing physician. Reclaiming your restful nighttime leg cramps don't have to be an inevitable part of aging. By understanding the role of hydration, circulation, and electrolyte balance in muscle function, you can take targeted action to reduce your risk. The combination of proper hydration, regular gentle exercise, strategic stretching, attention to nutrition, and environmental modifications can dramatically decrease both the frequency and intensity of these painful episodes. Remember that consistency is key. These prevention strategies work best when practiced regularly, not just when you're experiencing frequent cramps. Give your body time to respond to positive changes. You may not see results overnight, but most people notice significant improvement within a few weeks of implementing these strategies. Quality sleep is essential for your overall health, mood, and cognitive function. Don't resign yourself to painful nighttime interruptions. Take control of your leg health and reclaim the peaceful, restorative sleep you deserve.